My brother, and this is powerinc. I'm encouraging our people to wake up. I'm inspiring. I'm pushing and motivating for our people to wake up, to be radical thinkers for a changed mindset. Wake up, my people. Wake up and reprogram yourself. Like I say, I'm not your news. I just speak on the issues to give you the solution from my perspective. Because this is what we missing, the solution. We're missing the direction. We're missing guidance. Because our people busy fighting each other. We busy just hitting the clubs. We busy fighting each other all the time. That's what you see. That's what's going on. And we're missing in guidance, missing in leadership. We're missing a lot. We're missing our identity. We're missing our culture, our ancestry. We're missing who we truly are while we attend to act like Frankenstein's and anybody we come up with, lacking in our identity. But I just want to speak on the kids, man. Our kids have a lot against them. They do. 'Cause they different from my time when we went through school. Times has changed, but it's changed dramatically in the worst way possible. Technology is great, but it's been used against the youth and us as people. We was warned about the dangers of technology before we had the internet and we was able to communicate with people. And there's still a basic warnings to this day. Safety is a key and respect. And people know with the internet, you can be very reckless and say what you want to say when you're behind that computer or that phone. So it's a lot of hate that go on social media, but it's a lot of bad things that the average kid wouldn't be able to see before the internet. And if a parent ain't on top of it, monitoring it, they can see it. So I'll try to just break it down for the few things I believe the our kids going through. The violence that's going on in school, problems. The kids gotta be terrorized. They gotta be scared. They gotta be. I know I have kids. I talk to my kids and they understand because I sit down with them. I rather them for them to know than not to know what to do if the worst scenario happens. Somebody come blazing to school, cause daddy gonna come like the ladies, and I believe it's part some fathers the one that went on a Texas shooting because police didn't do nothing. But the kids got to worry about the schools getting shot up. They got to worry about social media, bullying, and people talking about them. But they got to worry about the rainbow community. You know, it's distracting kids. I just talked to a young kid at this class I'm taking, and other kids call him gay. And I don't have nothing against anybody that want to swing wherever way they want to swing. That's your choice. But it's the agenda they pushing on our youth and these kids out here. It's not right. Kids are innocent, and allowing them to make decisions with their young minds that's gonna cost them the rest of their life off your young mind in a very young age and the decision that you're making at a young age. And it's not right making them letting them make that decision if they want to change from being a boy to be a girl, from being a girl to being a boy. It's not right. And it's distracting. Talk to my kids all the time. You got two girls doing what they doing in school. That's distracting to other kids. It's not different from a boy and a girl doing the same thing. Besides, it's a difference, but it's distracting if it's a boy and a girl, or if it's two girls. But if y'all allowing it to go on and it's so different, how do a kid really supposed to concentrate if you got the boy and girl, you got the two girls or the two boys? That's distracting. You got them waving their flag around, you know. That's a whole nother story that's going on in these schools, and it's distracting these kids. You know what I mean? Where the kids in elementary, they already, hey, I don't want to be a boy, and he's a boy. Call me Jennifer. That's distracting these kids. That's messing them up. And it got a lot to do with the technology and what they seeing. Because it's a bad agenda, but they pushing on society, which is not okay. I'm a straight heterosexual father. I'm straight as a narrow. If my kids get to that age of being grown, 18, wherever, that's their right to make that choice what direction they want to go when it comes down to dating. But I'm a man, I'm a father, and this is my house, this is my rules. And this is the direction that I'm guiding them in to stay focused in school on just being you. This is why, even when I was going through school, my mom always told me, don't be worrying about no girls. Cause stay focused on yourself. And I wouldn't worry about no girls. As a boy at the time. Yeah, you wanted the girls, da 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 da. But I was focused on myself. I wasn't so in tune this chick and that chick, whatever the case can be. Because I was still growing. I was maturing as a little boy to become a young man. And that's a process and that's time. But if you don't let a child mature and grow, and you already starting to push that agenda, what you gonna be, how you gonna be, when you go to this restroom, go to that restroom, who you want to date. I don't care what nobody tell me. That is distracting. That is distracting. And I leave it to Umar because he got that knowledge like that. He'd go a lot deeper. I don't like to go there, but I'm just telling you, that's his profession. I leave it to the professionals, you know. But I just go off me being a father, raising three girls alone. I'm not doing it alone. I got a queen, but for me to be raising girls and putting them in the right direction, and if I had a house full of boys, it wouldn't be no different. Besides, I'm giving them a direction, and it'd probably be different from my girl's direction, but in the day, it'd be a solid direction. But our kids have a lot against them because they lacking in direction, because they so distracting. They lacking in fatherhood, because a lot of our fathers are locked up, or they dead and gone, or they living that street life. And I can talk to kids in general, because my kids they all go to school, and they all got these problems. School getting shot up, you know, LGBTQ community going on, the rainbow community distracting them, and the internet. Oh, and don't let me forget music. The music is messing them up. Or the music is terrible, and it's pushing the bad agenda, just like the rainbow community. They encouraging kids to make that decision at a young age. That's not right, folks. That's your right to make that decision when you come of age. But everybody not okay with that. You can't force that on everybody. Y'all gotta understand that they trying to enforce this and it don't makes it okay. There's too much going on and they just pushing this bad agendas. The music is a bad agenda, what they saying in these songs on the radio, these networks, and we don't control none of it. And you got to understand the system that have their hand in controlling. They want to weaken the mind so they can keep controlling the industry within the system. They don't want the violence to stop. This violence being going on. They like the violence. NRA, we don't make the guns. They encourage that. They want guns to be sold and bought. Want people to keep inflicting violence. They don't care. If they care, they'll come up with a solid solution. They don't care about our kids in danger in these schools, or they'll come up with a solid solution. The prisons are more protected than these damn kids of ours because they property, just like slavery. That was property. They weren't getting killed when they was property. But I'm just giving you the real facts of what's going on. Our kids got a lot against them. They backs against the wall. I couldn't imagine be a kid in these times of going to school with so much distracting them from being focused. And I know the worst thing of it all, because I lack guidance of not having a parent and parents to give you guidance. Ain't nobody looking over you, give you guidance. You be bound to go in any direction. You be bound to go any course. Cause parents gonna make adjustments and point you in the right direction and be stern on direction because they live life. They know wrong from right. And they know some basic things that gonna get you going in a good direction and prevent you from busting that head. But if you allow these kids and your kids to listen to this toxic deaf culture music, it's a bad combination. My queen told me today she heard a song saying, I'm fucking my ex. And it was on the radio early in the morning. I'm fucking with my ex. And it ain't just the cuss words, it's the agenda and what they saying in the lyrics in the song. It's saying that you're not moving on for one, and it's showing the lack of respect for yourself where you want to go back to go bang your ex. Then it's another old school song, I believe they remix that how that song go, with my side piece. Come on, come on. Oh, I want my side piece song. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not a singer, I ain't about to do it for you, but I'm just giving it to you. With my side piece. What that's encouraging, what the agenda of that song. That's for the grown folks to be listened to. Cause I can never forget. I can't remember where I was at. Me and my queen was at, but it was some kids singing this song, and it blows my mind. Cause the parents was not acknowledging it to stop it. Just like the other songs and lyrics, brothers talking about guns and killing each other when kids taking pictures, they doing like this. So is that a coincidence when a 6-year-old know to shoot the gun and shoot the teacher? That they showing videos and they taking pictures. Hey, bang, bang, bang. But this music is toxic and it's pushing a bad agenda on us as people. And if you don't acknowledge the agenda that's been pushing on us, you're allowing it to happen. You're accepting it. You're embracing it. Jamming the toxic music with your kids, you know. And when the kids see the other dude or chick come in, oh, that's mama's side piece. Oh, that's daddy's side piece. Oh, he's still banging his ex, and she's still banging her ex. I'm just saying, can we be honest with ourselves, people? Is that empowering us? Is that making us stronger as people? I'm just a father, and I feel for our kids out here. Our kids are missing guidance and missing stand-up man. Sad. I know a lot of them went lost for violence inflicted upon each other or by the police as well, from the no-knock warrants or just getting harassed driving down the street while being black, or sleeping while black, or jaywalking while being black, or playing in the park while being black. Which is tomorrow, I can't even say his name. Homeboy Rice, Tamir Rice, that's his name. So when will we say enough is enough? It's a lot against our kids, so we got to be really stronger, more directed as adults and parents to give our kids a solid direction and a safer environment. It's like the 16-year-old birthday party. What was so bad that these other four kids want to go shoot up that many people like that? If you don't acknowledge the hate, and if you don't acknowledge where we got the hate from us being enslaved, and how they brainwashed us, how they butt broke us, and how they conditioned us and rewired us and brainwashed us, you don't understand. If you don't understand the mind and the program and condition upon us as people, you do not understand the trauma that's been afflicted upon us as people. If you don't know what happened to you, you cannot heal. If you don't heal, you do not grow. And there's certain things that can empower us as people. But you got to acknowledge our pain and our trauma so you can work on rebuilding yourself to heal yourself as a person. You got to work on the mindset and changing the mindset and reprogram, unlearn and relearn and re-educate and improve and empower yourself. Just like myself. I'm better, so I'm better for my family. I'm better for my kids. I'm a better father. I'm a better husband. I'm a better black man that can empower our group, and that's what I choose to do. I don't drink, don't smoke. I'm like the best I ever been in my life because I'm woke. I'm awakening. I'm aware of the self-destruction that we do upon each other as people. I'm aware of the condition that they installed in us. I'm aware of the old program that's been installed in us. I'm aware of how they rewired us. I'm aware of our violence upon us because it's self-hate and it's the lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge of self. Lack of self-love. Lack of self-respect. A lack of identity. The reason why we have our problems in our community as people. The solution for us as people is reprogramming ourselves, uplifting ourselves, and empowering ourselves as people so we can empower our group. But if you don't acknowledge the trauma that we have, you won't be able to rebuild. If you don't not acknowledge the new trauma that's been piled on top of us and us as people in general, for Corona damaged us. The epidemic damaged us, but us as black people have been through so many. Crack epidemic, are you serious? Slavery, lynching us, race massacres everywhere around this country. Wasn't just in Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's trauma. But we never had no rebuilding period to become powerful. We ain't never had no rebuilding time to have counseling or a real movement where we worked on ourselves and empowered ourselves so we can empower our group. We have not reprogrammed ourselves. We have lost our way. This is why we fight each other every damn day. Because we're broken. And we choose to be divided. But you don't see it because you still got that old program. You still got that old mindset you're using. You're still using that old damn logic. And still using the old damn tactics of protesting. And innocent people go out there and get killed doing that. And we got all this damn technology. But you don't see all the gifts that we have as people because you're busy using the old fucking program. You still fucking brainwashed. You still using the old program because you don't see it. You ain't open your eyes. You ain't open your mind. You don't work on yourself. You go to the church and ask and pray for the man to save you and do for you. Put in your own work. Put in your own work and lift yourself up and do for yourself. Self-love yourself. Don't just pray on it. Work on it. React on it. Stand up on it. Don't just pray on it. Work on it. React on it. Stand up on it. Because we getting stumped on. And I'm looking for people that's willing to stand up. And if you cool and content seeing us get taken advantage of and our kids in danger every motherfucking day, we'll keep sitting down. Because I choose to stand. I'm looking for people that will stand up. I'm looking for people that are willing to change their mindset so we can change our environment, so we can change our lives. That is the solution for true power. That is the solution for us as people. And everybody can take a little bit of this game that I'm giving as knowledge to rebuild yourself, to empower yourself. But you got to address what happened to us in order to rebuild, in order to heal. It's my time for the night. Thanks for listening to your brother. Smash the like button. Be a subscriber. Get a t-shirt to show unity at powerusnow.com and watch me continue to encourage you, push you, and uplift you every darn day. Because I'm not going nowhere. I understand this movement of encouraging our people to be radical thinkers and change mindsets is going to take some time. I understand that. Knowledge is power. It can change your thought process, and your thoughts can change your behavior. And that'll trickle down into some actions. And once you acknowledge some trauma, you can work on rebuild yourself or healing yourself for change. Fact of the matter is, we are traumatized and trauma people, programmed and conditioned in this system. Be awakened for a changed mindset. Wake up, my people. Wake up. Snap out of it. We got to take our universe, our world back and save the planet and save ourselves. Till next time, my people, protect each other. Unite with each other. Be power. Peace. Keep the guns out of kids' hands.